Edit. I'm Ducky Ducky Next Island, and we're playing 60 parsecs. Hopefully, it's a bit loud. Yeah, hopefully we can do Megan today and get her safely, you know, to safety. Yeah. Don't know what her skills are though, so I'll have to figure that out. And I don't know who to bring. That'll be pretty random, really. So let's jump into it. Voyager Megan. Megan has spent her whole life caring for her family's laundry business and her own business household. After retiring and giving the venues to her children, Megan craves a new purpose, a new challenge. She doesn't expect much from that wacky Astro Citizen program she signed up for on a whim. But life might still have some surprises in store for her. Captain's goal: keep full crew alive for 30 days. Well, let's give it a go. A full crew, is that everybody? 4 people. For a day? Is that what it said? Well, that's not a problem. Let's see here, what do we have? Pick up a gun. No. Let's see here. Soup. Let's do one more run in there. Let's see what we can pick up. And duct tape, definitely gonna need that. Alright, next room. What do we have here? Nothing. Shovel. It's not really useful. Can I pick up you? Yes, I can. And cow. Now we're full. Alright, one more trip. Let's see what we can get here. Yes. Got those. Those are my favorite. Not too shabby. Did we pick up anybody? Yeah, we pick up the Emmett. Well, at least we got one crewmate. So he's good on intelligence. And Megan is good at what? Nothing. She's limber. Limber, loose, rubber loose. D1. Yeah. Computerized assistance reporting for duty. Yep. Tough health bonus. You have been around for too long to let just an obstacle stop you. Just any obstacles. Health bonus, huh? That's good. He doesn't have anything that shows, but he gives resources if he's a cap. Alright, let's get this crew underway. 7 cans, huh? Well, agility. Guess we'll try intelligence. That should fit Emmett pretty well. Let's see. Maybe it works, maybe it won't. Who knows? A clever speech sounds like a great idea. Of course, that only works if the one giving it is, well, witty enough. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. She's tough. And we can start crafting. We're definitely gonna need that. Nothing to report, Captain. Alrighty, so seeing as she's tough, I wonder how long she can go without food. Space travel can be dull, but there are still tons of ways to make it fun. I'm not gonna whack over somebody with a head and stuff like that. Day 3, day 4. The first couple of days are pretty quick. Did not design your game around an item. Yep. And that's still going. Oh no, I've been hacked, Captain. Get it out of me. We don't have strength. How is she on flexible, clever, average? Alright. Day 5. You and Emmett plunge an emergency console into the disk. Fortunately for us, soup is in your usual. We checked the asteroid. Alright, we got 2 soup. That's sweet. Communicator, lighter. Let's do a lighter. This one takes 2 and. Hello there, Captain. Might I ask you why you are going through the files? All kinds of bull. He's hungry and she's hungry. Alright, let's feed them all. Day 5. She can probably go longer. But I want to keep him fed up. Because that worked really well with Bronco. But I don't know if it's what's best for her. Because she's tough. Protocol X has been disabled, Captain. You were smart enough to hack the computer and stop the dangerous program from launching. Alright, sounds good. I want to upgrade the shovel. Should probably upgrade the system. Yeah. Your attention is required given this is most abnormal. We are registering unknown transmissions, but I cannot identify who. Alright, put Emmett on it. He should be good at that sort of stuff. Day 7 coming up. Yeah. I'm gonna have to send him out in the field, though that's gonna be bad. Captain, you need to see this. I am not easily excited. So contact T-4. Alright. Oxygen's level is up. We have a malfunctioning filter in the main onboard circuits for oxygen waste. I don't know who named it. You should fix it. You can reach Moscow from 0G space between the hull and the outer deck. I'm gonna send Megan to do that because she's limber as a goose. We're doing that. Day 8. An obscene hand drawing on the wall showed a Soviet and an American. You blushed furiously, then tripped into a mass of wires like a fork diving into a spaghetti plate. ETA 3. Got to pause the airflow. When carbon dioxide hit you, you made a face not unlike. Yeah. upgrade, or we could start crafting. Probably gonna need this, you know. Interesting news, Captain. It appears that there is a hollow space behind one of the wall panels. Well, we're agile. She's tough. He's hungry, though. I'm gonna have to wait on it. So I want to feed them all at the same time. It's probably not the best idea with her in charge, but ETA 2. You reach the hidden space. You found nothing. Alright, everybody's hungry. Day 9. That's 4 days. That's a lot. Captain, there appears to be an error. Well, gotta use our head for it. That, discharge. Intelligence average. Yeah, kinda screwed you a little bit, didn't it? Hopefully you'll come back to your old self after a while. Oh, the Captain, I am happy to report the error was fixed. You should have been more careful, Captain. Electrocutions or two. No item, gas mask. We're definitely gonna need armor, seeing as we're both pretty useless. Captain, one on non-critical systems having a meltdown malfunction is serious, and the system won't talk to me. If we don't do anything, the breakdown will spill a brain cell atrophy inducing coolant into our ventilation system. In other words, you'd better improvise a solution to this crisis. I want to use the cow because I don't want to use the medkit. The cow is way easier to make, I think. And we did that, yeah. Day 11. You put your faith in the artifact. The subsystem was melting. Imagine my surprise when the coolant spilled. What stopped from bubbling and protective energy the item produced. I filtered the spillage out of the shuttle. We're in the clear, and lucky for you, brain cell atrophy would just be the worst right now. Emmett is glad. Crafting that. Tough, loyal. Captain, wake up. We're approaching some sort of celestial body. It resembles a moon, but I think it's a small planet. Some caves and rocks formations below. If you want to land on this planet safely, you will have to fix a small malfunction with our steering system, since we're not even able to turn at the moment. Oh, and you will have to do it before we float away from the planet. Huh. Oh. Let's shoot at it. Hope that fixes the problem, huh? Alright, woo. Hey, I've never been to this planet before, I think. Robotofu. You grabbed the firearm and shot at the big tangled ball of cables next to the steering panel without thinking twice. Well, you should have thought twice. You should have thought at least once. Your action caused an even further malfunction. Sure, the shuttle turned, but it sped up and smashed into a rocky ground. Cow is gone. Huh. He's hurt. Well, darn it. Everybody's hurt and hungry. make some soup. Oh, we gotta fix you up. Captain, we were able to detect transmissions. Don't have a cell phone communicator, so there's really not much we can do about that. We're gonna have to send him out hurt. That's a bad plan. Craft medkit. 3 days. A hole appeared right next to our shuttle overnight, it producing smelly vapors and a nasty gurgling. While it is not an immediate threat, I appreciate it if you made it a stop. Let's use some duct tape. That seems to last. What do we have here? 3 days. I could send you to the village with a gas mask. I think we just gotta go for it. Let's see, gas mask, and what else? Shovel, lighter. Could take the gun, or armor. Armor or gun, or shovel. Well, he is pretty weak, so he probably needs a shovel. What do you think? Huh. Let's do the gun. Yep. We did that, we're doing that. Yeah. Off you go. Let's see how this turns out. Might be making it. Well, I appreciate you taping over the hole in the ground, Captain. All looked well until you realized it was a mouth. The camouflaged creature's gob gaped open, giving you a serious scare when it flew away. Problem solved. Too bad for you. Psychologically scaring. Emmett went off to explore the nearby robotic settlement. Hopefully, he won't run into much trouble. Permission to speak frankly, Captain? You went insane. I guess that's the big problem with her? Probably. Tendency to go insane. You received a pamphlet on our window. Try EBOS Universal. Yep, we're gonna do that. Last time, I think we got 3 cans of food. Or 20 chemicals. I think that's what we got. You touched the floor and quickly sprinted through the EBOS signatures. Yeah. The fine print on the pamphlet expands. Alright. Here is your free gift. Your account will be activated in 1 galactic business day, 1,000 Earth years. Alright. Free gift. You still look kinda crazy. Well, is that better than totally insane? Captain, I've found something interesting on the surface of the planet. It looks like somebody passed their time. Tic-tac-toe, yes. Resources. Alright. Day 16. Hopefully Emmett makes it. If he doesn't, we're pretty screwed. The dismantling of the supersized tic-tac-toe game in progress was success. 20 minerals. You're hungry. So we should craft an atomic battery, and we should feed you. We can't make the sock puppet. Captain, we're still unable to receive transmissions. I strongly suggest you find a way to repair the communications console. Alright, well we can now, because we got it from the carnival. Or whatever that was. Sweet. Planets. Hello world. Great success, Captain. Communications attached to the communications consoles work like a charm. I won't judge the aesthetics since we can finally receive the answered transmissions. Now all we need to do is wait for someone to contact us. Someone will find us eventually. You still haven't regained your sanity. Emmett still isn't back from his expedition. You're no longer hungry. Crafty. You found a couple of rusted and swollen cans of soup in the darkest corner of the ship. Someone must have put them there a long time ago and then completely forgotten about them. It doesn't look at all safe to eat them, but then again, it's a canned soup. It's supposed to last for 737 years. Will you keep the cans? Donald Duck is 313, right? Yeah. So who's 737? I don't know. Nobody, probably. And yeah, that'll be it. There's a lot of references to a lot of different movies in this game. Rick and Morty, Back to the Future. The ancient soup you found gave you pause, and no wonder it looks older than this ship, and yet here it is. Who could have left it there? Here. Then again, who cares? Free soup! Yeah. Emmett found some small dusty rocks and even a few gems behind the robotic houses. The inhabitants of the village were kind enough to give Emmett directions to the bomb craters and the robot statue. Emmett was pleasantly surprised by this trip. The automatons might keep their distance low, but they're friendly enough. That's good news. Well, hunger is okay. Really? Huh. Sweet. We don't need another one, do we? That's a spacesuit. I'm gonna upgrade the shovel. First I should upgrade the duct tape so we can dismantle it and make canned soup. No. Well, darn gosh it. So, did these guys feed him or something? He doesn't rule the family the most old and peaceful and in state. Fragile, he is famished. He is famished. And his mental state is questionable. Hurt, weak, tired. Doesn't say famished. Captain, we have unwanted visitors. A horde of robotic penguins have the shuttle completely surrounded. They appear hostile unless they're brandishing those knives for some other reason. They're lawn penguins, Captain. The kind of cheap decorations a wealthy robot would put in front of his garden. In his front garden. Their computers have all been hijacked by a murderous virus. How will you deal with this? Shoot them all? Bang, 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 bang. Let's see how he does. He said it was famished, but hunger is okay. So we're gonna fix you up and see what happens. He's probably gonna be hungry now. Or even worse, starving. Huh, he's fine. You brace the door shut and crouch with a gun in your hand, praying it would be enough to stop the horde of murderous yard penguins, or at least let you take some of them with you. But after a few hours you got sick of the waiting and opened the door. The penguins were gone. There was only an obscene shape carved in the dirt in front of the shuttle. Now real mature guys. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna recycle the tape. Hopefully we can make that again. He is hungry and so are you. Alright, feed them all. Captain, are you alright? Those weird spots on your arm. I don't have the book. That's too bad. That means I'm gonna have to use the med kit, right? You're good to go, really. Village. Statue. That's only one away. Sweet. Tourist information, that's probably where I need to go. Bomb crater. Oh, I can get some sweet, sweet, tasty chemical over there. But let's go over check this out first. You got your head screwed on, right? You can bring the gun and the shovel, right? Yeah, bring those and see what you can bring back. Now we're feeding him this turn. That should work with him heading out. As long as he's not tired, it's okay, you can send him out. Day 20. It's lasted quite a while. Weird spot appearing in your body. Emmett left for a walk around the robot statue. It looks pretty rusty from the distance. Probably need these more than I need anything else, huh? Medkit first. Insane, sick. Yeah. Captain, I am detecting a trouble buildup of mental tension. Recommend. You gonna screw me over on this one? I gotta try to relieve her mental anguish. Can't just let that slide, can I? Party was a hit. Oh, she broke the mask. Who won the staring contest? Dolores. One way or another, the party with the mask was success. You feel much better now. Saner, even. Who would have thought? Seeing things a bit more clearly now, Captain. You're no longer insane, probably. That is cool. Alright, get that medkit rolling. Can you hear my teeth chattering, Captain? Of course you can't, because I'm a computer and I don't have no teeth. Duh. Still, I'm going to inform you that the heater is gone. My vacuum tubes will be fine, but you should protect yourself or you'll freeze, Captain. Put the armor on. Huh, that'll work. I'm sure of it, certain of it. Never used it before, though, for that. That's no moon. Ah. I was able to break the loop in the heat module, Captain. It's working fine now. You can put that vest away. Everyone already had a turn wearing it. Emmett has found his way back from the robot statue. He's really tired and is asking if somebody could warm up some soup for dinner. He looks a little confused. Emmett, so you got some Emmett is pretty sure that statue was put together after a long period of violence and war when the Robotofu citizens formed their own society. Still crafting that though. Insane and tired. Captain, my weather systems are detecting a storm on the horizon. It's moving fast. Go ahead. Hunger is fine. Ah, you're tired though. So you gotta wait. Can't send you out again. Nope. Not a possibility. Alright. This is turning into be quite the exciting thing here. Will we make it or will we not? You ran the weather monitoring system. First aid kit now available. Yes. Crash you up some there. Super all. Even though you don't need soup. Maybe some warm soup will get you going. Who knows? It's okay if you're insane. Oh, I have some soup on hand. Captain, our transmissions we received while you were asleep. I took the liberty of decoding the message for you. What I found were geological coordinates leading to the place not far from here. Well, the message also mentioned you should bring a sock puppet. Sock puppet on. No, I'm gonna send you out again. You can go right over there. Shovel in hand, hopefully. Yeah, super all. No, wait, it's not that long ago I fed him. End the day. Just send him out. We'll see. When you reached the location from the transmission coordinates, you could see somebody sneaking off into the dark behind a big rock, a little suspicious, although you did not bring the sock puppet. The strangers asked for how grateful of you. Emily's gone crafting soup. Alright. Can upgrade stuff and we can craft duct tape. Let's craft duct tape. An alien vessel is approaching. Their ship is rigged with a light show, synced to music and stuff. Yep. That's done, yep. Maybe we can do the steps, maybe not. You accepted the dance lord's challenge. They beamed you to their ship. Yeah. Big glass bowl. The sock hop ended with everyone sipping non-alcoholic fruit punch from a big glass bowl. Captain, I think you've been practicing your moves in the mirror. Sweet. Right. Craft medkit. Sock puppet. I want the medkit. Well, this night just got interesting. A nightmare wakes you up. As you adjust your eyes to the darkness, you suddenly realize that you are not alone. You can make a silhouette. Well, shine a light on it. See what it is. Come back, Emmett. I miss you. Don't want you going. Yay! That was a fun night, Captain. When you woke up, you noticed something standing in the shadows. The figure didn't move. It was just terrified. You used the lighter to see the mysterious Visitor clearly, and believe it or not, your worst nightmares turn out to be just a mask hanging on a coat rack. Alright. Well, he's getting a couple of resources. Sweet, sweet. It's hardly rocket science. It's a lever, right? Pay attention to find the food dispenser. Yes, I'm gonna use that. Fix it up real nice. And you're hungry, and you're hungry. Okie dokie. It's also insane, but who cares? Right. Official government research shows fixed with duct tape. You were very resourceful to tape a chair leg where the lever used to. Now just a little pull. Don't worry, I already got rid of the remaining junk. Here you go, Captain, a brand new can of soup. Yes. Captain, remember that transmission we received recently, the one with the mysterious coordinates? It's back. Well, I don't want to do that mission. Because that's just the alien lovers. It is possible to get an ending from that though. When you reach the location from the transmission coordinates, you could see somebody sneaking off into the dark behind a big rock. A little suspicious, or do you need to bring a sock pocket? Yeah. Fine, let's make a sock puppet. Emmett has been muttering to himself in the corner on the shuttle for hours. When you tap him on the shoulder, he gives you a wild-eyed look and says, "Globular clusters are absolutely naturally perfect." Globular clusters are absolutely naturally perfect. Emmett gets up and frantically begins searching the shuttle, saying he must find similar evidence of universal perfection somewhere on board. He looks dead set on this, Captain. Will you give him something to study? That might shake him out of his loop. We should have sent him out, shouldn't we? We can do that next time. Should probably give him the battery to study and search for evidence of universal perfection. He spent hours lifting the object, putting it down, putting it his ear into it, and asking it questions. Yeah. He went back to his chair and then took a nap. Can you hear that, Captain? It sounds like mosquitoes. Alright. Well, he's hungry again. So this is probably not the best time to send you to the village. Or let's just send you over here again. And did you bring the shovel? Where is the shovel? So if I open up these, can they bring back more stuff? Cows and socks and all kinds of stuff? Possibly. Let's just send them out. Nah. Change of heart here, guys. Let's send him there, feed him, and yeah. Do have the gas mask. It is broken though. So maybe something else. This is the only place I can get chemicals. It's insane anywhere. You won't notice the difference. We can't use the gas mask then, can we? Because it's broken, yeah. Dag nabbit. Tourist information. Fine, I'll send you there and you can get us some power. What do you need over there? Let's send the gun. Duct tape, soup. Sending soup with them isn't gonna work, I think. Lighter. I'll just bring the gun. Or the armor. I might need the gun. The armor is spent. Why couldn't you bring the armor? Why? That's kind of weird. Well, let's feed you and not you. Alright, time to move on. Day 30. Bam. Yeah, little halt there. Day 30. Let me find a way to deal with the swarm of robotic mosquitoes. Good riddance. I got the sock. Do I need the radio? Yeah, upgrade the tape. Actually, we've got a lot of minerals. Can we upgrade anything? No, it all takes power to upgrade. Which means crafting is the only thing. Okay. Let's recycle the mask, because that's broken anyway. And hopefully we can build it again. You are hungry.
Huh.
Captain, where are you, Captain? I can't see you. It appears we've suffered a blackout. You may wish to turn the lights back on. Let's use that one. Seems sensible, right? Electrical lights and all. Day 31. The lights are back on. Turns out, the issue was only a dead battery. That we chewed through it. It was with those tiny. Did you? Yeah, you took my thing, didn't you? Maybe I should have used the lighter instead. Let's get our gas mask back. He's gonna come back pretty soon and he's gonna want food. Captain, remember this transmission? Yeah, go for it. He's gonna want food. Let's do food. If he comes back. He might be dead. Who knows? Send him to the tourist attraction. Rendezvous. You approached the location, held up the sock puppet in one hand, and exclaimed, "I come in peace." A small metal figure stepped out from behind the rock. Her name was Sheila, and her disappointed look made it obvious she was expecting someone else entirely. Alas, you are not this handsome young robot named Dumbo. Sheila, or easier on your human ears and eyes, Sheila, laments a glitch that occurred in her programming, making her fall in love with young Dumbo, despite both of them already having different companions assigned by the planet system, and he cannot return her feelings. Do we need a shovel for this game? Or the gun? You seemed really moved by this tragic love story. Me, not so much. Emmett is still not back. Our sanity is holding up, which is pretty darn sweet. Let's see here. Well, we can only do the mask. Or we can recycle. Not gonna need the lighter anytime soon, right? There's a robot city passing outside. There's a city passing us? Passing outside? Yes, the Starlight City is mobile. It floats above the planet's solar terminator. It floats above the planet's solar terminator, the twilight line, where day becomes night. The city has both a day and night side. Both is 100% starlight powered. Their technology is far more advanced than the other robot communities we've seen in this world. Maybe they could help us. If we're fast, you might be able to catch up with them. Do you want to chase the Starlight Citizen? Yeah. Sounds wicked. Can we just, crash into him, stay there forever? The floating robot city slowed down and let you catch up to it. That's very kind of it. The robots gave you oxygen and instead insisted on giving you free stuff. Aw, they were so nice. The robots of Starlight City worried about you getting bored and lonely on such a desolate world, so they gave you a sock to take care of your mental health. Well, something else would have been nice, but I'll take it. Thank you, city. Yeah, we gotta do soup. Oh, that's what. A few small robots left the package just outside the shuttle and ran off. Maybe it's a welcome gift. Should we bring the package on board and check it out, Captain? I won't let it go to waste either way, but it must say I find it content intriguing. Shall we open it? Last time it blew up. No. So, hopefully that was a good idea. Maybe not though, who knows. You decided not to bring the package from the small robot inside the ship. I took the liberty to rework it into some resource instead. Hey, well done. It crunched and buzzed as it was crushed. I still wonder what was inside. It crunched and buzzed. I think it was a bomb. He's a bit hungry. I detected some mental imbalances and a little weakness in his body. Mental imbalances and a little weakness. Emmett was a bit clumsy and fell a few times, resulting in some bruises and scratches. The tourist center employee explained to Emmett in a series of board beeps and disturbing words the way to the museum and the library. Huh. Don't think I've ever been there. Well, it's time to feed you guys. Still doesn't show hunger though. Coffee bots at our door. Release their leader? We don't have their leader. Captain, I think they mean me. I transmit with them occasionally about things you wouldn't understand, like problems with defragmenting or how code execution feels. I said it could meet them because of you. I said I could meet them because of you. They jumped to conclusions and thought you were holding me captive. Oops, my bad. How will you handle them? Brains? Average. Clever. Stiff. And limber. Alright, let's get the mask going. Hungry, hungry. We're feeding you guys. This is turning out to be quite wacky. Angry coffee brewing bots were at our outer door. You and Embry pretended to have a lively conversation about how much you hate people who misspell espresso. Your vast knowledge on the topic embraced the bots, who finally admitted they have never even tried coffee. They only heard of it. Ugh, posers. Eventually, the bots believed your good intentions. They seemed subdued without their righteous cause. Soon, a transmission about a wrongfully used espresso maker sent them on a new quest. I didn't use the sock puppet. And he's weak. You would take the time to heal him up before sending him out? I guess so. Seeing as humans are slaves to emotions, I do understand why Sheila came back to get your advice on her romantic quest. Is there a way to make a different robot love her unconditionally, or is it possible for her to get rid of her defective feelings module altogether? Now is the time to reconnect with your basic human instincts. What do you feel is the best approach to effectively resolve Sheila's situation? We don't have strength at all. When was the last time you ate? It's a couple of days ago, right? 36. We've lasted quite a while here. Together with Sheila, you decided that the best course of action will be to fix the malfunction causing her to love Dumbo. That should remove the problem altogether. Perhaps she will have no memories of this romance at all, if done correctly. I have to say, Captain, messing with a robot programming like this is risky business, especially considering that this society already has matchmaking rules in place. Sheila's gonna need a few things, to complete the procedure. I gotta get some food. Duct tape. No. Cow. That's our only hammer. I don't think we'll need the duct tape to fix her, right? will, maybe we won't. We're receiving signal from deep space. It seems to be a pulsar, except its pulse isn't like anything I've ever seen before. Pulsars are neutron stars with an extremely fast rotation. They emit beams of EM radiation that can appear to be intelligent in origin. But this one is intelligent in origin. Do you want to decode the message? Who could that be? Can I send him out if I do this? Village, library. I could get a book there. That's wicked. I could get a gun there. The gun book is probably going to be useful, seeing as I'm going to have to dismantle Sheila. It's going to take 3 days though. What I do need most of all is food. We can get that there. And we can't do it because we set him on the task of doing this. So let's do that. Library. And send the lighter with him. Do you have the lighter? No, we don't. He's gonna need space to pick up the book. Alright, let's hope this works out. If it doesn't, well, you rushed to decode the pulsar message. It was an advertisement. Don't miss Zika's Sports Emporium. Voted best in the universe. Free gun giveaway still going on. Turn left. So we could have gotten a free gun there. Oh, the super strand in 462 parsecs. Yeah. Muting this ad may lead to death. Ay. What a lame giveaway. Alright, let's make some food. Something seems to be troubling you, Captain. I'll register you keep staring outside the window into the endless void. Why? Did you lose something? I see you are remembering Earth. Do you wish to have a moment to yourself? Sure. She's prone to going insane, right? You aren't hungry. You are hungry. Well, maybe we can last another day. Who knows? You've been worried about something, Captain, but it seems those rebels are behind you. -1 cow. How did you use the cow? I need food. Ugh. Upgrade the armor. Two-dimensional species. craft something? You attacked blindly. -1 shovel. With each sweep of the shovel you forget your fear. Unfortunately, even hunger. And only the thrill of victory remains. You deserve a horse and armor. When you wield a shovel like that, Captain. You're just using all the items. I mean, you break everything, don't you? Someone left a board game outside your door. Robomanji. Hey look, the pieces are little robot explorers. Cute. But this is weird. I'm reading a vast energy signature emitting from the game board. Wow, I've never seen anything like this. My calculations are showing no, that can't be right. The gem in the middle of the game board contains a micro-universe. Be careful, Captain. Do you want to play? This might blow up. This might be the end of it. Who knows? We are crap. I need that soup, man. You chose your game piece, a robot with a tan safari hat and monocle. Then sat down to play Romanji. As soon as you touched the board, the shuttle shook and your vision was filled with green light. You were transparent to a distant jungle where the scent of roboflora filled your nose, and the robofauna all wanted to kill you. A few times they almost did, but you beat the game and were safely transported back to the shuttle in Robomanji. Only the strong survive. Huh. Yeah. There's a lot of references to a lot of different things. I'm gonna have to break down the armor. Sheila, a troubled robot, is currently trying to gather some mechanical parts and tools to help her fix inconvenient glitch. Inconvention? She is hoping to get rid of her reciprocated feelings towards some robot fellow called down, but as soon as possible. Do you have anything that you could use? Yeah. Sorry, I'm you know, hard words, man. 40. Why do I always last so long? I need more crewmates so I can get through it quicker. Ah, good thing, Captain. A piece of duct tape might not mend a broken heart, and somebody sure can hold two pieces of metal together. I returned from the library. Yes. You got one more. And the book. Sweet. At least you're useful. Craft some soup, man. We really need it. Captain, when the sun rose this morning, our ship was surrounded by sigils. Little bears of metal welded together to form stick figures like shapes. Directly outside the door was a pile of ball bearings stacked up. Nearby, a little empty ring was drawn in the dirt. Something is toying with us. Do you wish to leave an offering of in the ritual ring? Venture out at night with some protection, or just try to ignore these frankly creepy goings on? I did this, yes. Just gotta make sure. After you and Emmett discovered all the obvious signs and symbols behind left strewn around and on our shuttle, you both decided to keep your head down and pretend they didn't exist. We were a bit unraveled. Mental well-being. You can eat that. Cheese, no. Museum, bring a gun. Now we can get a gun. Religion. Gas mask. You can bring the gun too. Yeah, go for it, Emmett. You look very perky. Sweet. Well, he's getting a lot of fresh air, so to speak. You didn't eat the cheese. One of the robot denizens of the planet is eager to test himself against you, Captain. He lets you make a choice between test of wits or physical prowess to prove his superiority. Its logic and riddles are running around the shuttle to see who makes the most round before giving up. Which one shall it be? It's logic riddles or running around the shuttle. We don't need strength to run around the shuttle, we need dexterity. Average. I'm gonna say that dexterity is gonna go towards this. There. And just hope for the best. Could use a break. Not sure you would expect from going on into a strings context with an automaton captain. Stamina was no match for the robot's mechanical joints. Exactly, stamina, not strength. Gracious in victory, you left with a grin. The only thing you got out of the race is an appetite for a double serving of soup. Make that a triple serving. Shit. More soup. Is that tape, lighter, cow, and communicator? Those are the things that only take one turn to make. I think this takes a little bit longer to recycle though. This takes forever. We have a visitor, Captain. A sentient robot, introducing himself as Charles D12. Is welcoming us to the planet of his people and is asking us for aid. He hurt his arm in a fall and requires assistance. This is some advanced technology, Captain. I'm not sure if you can do much to help poor Charles here. So perhaps you could improvise a solution. Don't have the duct tape. And we're feeding you, right? Should we wait? I think I'm gonna feed you because there was mentioning of triple serving, so maybe you're borderline starving. Don't wanna drop 2 notches. Sadly, arm has remained broken for the time being. I simply couldn't do anything to assist him. Good. Captain, it is time. Sheila gathered some tools and part came with us. The ship with one final request to help her perform the procedure that will once for all get rid of her error generating unwanted feelings for another robot. She wishes to experience the love with Dumbo no more. She claims it's what Dumbo would have wanted, at least if he knew about it. She is putting her life in your able hands. This will require surgical precision. Which one of you is up to the task, Captain? I am. Possibly. 46. It's gonna go bad. Not bad, Captain. Thanks to your determination and swift hand, the procedure was a success. Alright, staring blankly into the distance, but she looked stable. Yeah, getting tired of reading. Getting a bit hoarse as well. You're hungry again, huh? Gotta make soup. What's that you're drawing, Captain? Would you like to start the process? Yes. I'm gonna get some help with the mental aspects of things here. That's no moon. 5 out of 12. You went loco. Your culinary urges have been kept under control. We spent the afternoon talking about things other than food. At least you got some chemicals. Alright, well, we're gonna shove some food in you. I'm gonna send you out. The walls are closing in, you're growing paranoid. Well, can't do anything. So, we don't have socks or medkit. Might have to have a shave. You did not try to cure your shuttle fever. He's weak. You shouldn't be weak, you should go explore. I could recycle the book. It all takes 3. This doesn't really give us anything because we got tons already. So you can stay here for a bit longer. I'm detecting a huge energy surge beneath the surface seismic wave. Let's scoot the shuttle. craft some soup. Let's be on our merry way. Let's keep him indoors for a couple of days. Get him fully restored, and then we're gonna go get some more food stuff. Chemicals. Use the shuttle thrusters to scoot. Yeah, you're fine. You're weak. That is a health issue. Which means we need this one. It's gonna take 3 days. Which is an eternity. I'm glad to say Sheila has been sent. You're on a message. She was fully recovered from this procedure and is doing well. She is most grateful to your promises. Just support you in the future endeavors. She will be there for you just like you were there for her. She proposes that you move into one of the empty quarters near the house. At least temporarily. Go ahead, Captain. You've earned it. Is this the end? Is it? It might just be. Ah, day 50. Flawless management. I got a button. Yay. Cool. Ah, man, that took forever. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. If you watched the whole thing, please leave a like. And, bye-bye. It is an elegant and comforting solution, and you don't have to stay there forever. Whatever you decide, it's clear that you and Emmett have built a friendship here. Yep. A friendship for life, even. And for now, sit down, Captain, and relax. Take some time, consider your options. This place could become your home if you wish for you and your loyal crewmate. And all you need to do is give it a fair chance. The future is what you make of it. Emmett remains insane. Emmett appears to still be in poor health. You are hungry. Emmett is hungry. Alright. Well, that leaves us with 2 characters, Dee Dee and Tom. I haven't finished with those. And so Captain Megan Mann and her crewmate Emmett Ellis have made Robotofu their new home. Will they stay here forever? That's hard to say. But last I heard, a new shop has opened in town with their names on the door. A place of their own, a new purpose, a safe haven. This might just be enough to keep them occupied, at least until the next great adventure comes along. Emmett began the journey as Captain Mann's science officer and finished it as her closest friend. Some say you only know your true friends after you've eaten a barrel of soup with them. That's most definitely what happened here. A barrel of soup, huh? You didn't eat much, which is really sweet. Surviving the ordeal made Megan finally feel in control for the first time since she retired. While she knew she wasn't getting any younger, the Astro Citizen incident reignited a childlike sense of wonder within Megan, prompting her to seek out all new endeavors and open the galaxy's first laundromat chain. It was a massive success. It seems like ages have passed since 2 amateur astronauts had left Earth's orbit, expecting certain doom now. The brave pair of survivors look into the future with renewed optimism. As one tale comes to a close, another begins. You survived on 50 days. We got 5 locations out of 12. 10 items, item cost 25, items upgraded, recycled. Yeah, gotta save that. Alright, that is saved, and that's our journey right there. A little bit of insanity going on, and she broke a lot of things, but we managed. It wasn't really that challenging. We didn't get too much challenges. Playing with Emmett, I always get a ton of challenges. Like, you have to do this to do that, and it's always something. That's at least the playthroughs I've had. You know, it is randomized though, isn't it? So let's check out our button, and yeah, that'll be it. Then I can make some food or something. Let's see here. Where are you? Here we go. Flawless management. Reach an ending as Megan. Alright. Didn't we get the full crew button? Do we need all the crew members? Do we need 4? Seems like it. Which is possible even if you just bring 3 along, because you could get the nanites, and that could bring it up to 4. But yeah, that's the only new one I got. So I've got 19, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright.